First executing them, it's don't screw this up, don't screw this up, don't screw this up. And then as you get more proficient, it all just becomes joyful as you can execute it better each time than the last.
Yeah, don't screw this up. That's how one pilot described the dangerous stunt flying we get to enjoy at the Miramar Air Show. After the annual event's disappointing cancellation last year because of sequestration, these incredible jets were once again flying over San Diego this weekend. 10 News reporter Matt Mendez talked with that pilot to find out if the feeling is thrill, terror, or both.
Well, some of these stunts are pretty amazing, and you can't help but to think of how risky and dangerous it must be for these pilots. So I asked the pilot of one of these fighter jets.
It's as much fun as I thought it would be when I was 10 years old fantasizing about it.
It's a dream come true for Major Adam Perlin. He flies an F-35 Bravo Lightning II like this one.
So the thing going on in your mind is just the next step. Like procedurally, what am I doing? What do I need to do next? What's going on around me?
There was no shortage of daring pilots at this year's MCAS Miramar Air Show. They performed so many twists and turns in the sky. U.S. Army Golden Knights parachuted, and there were explosions down below, all to give people an idea of what our military men and women do.
He came for the whole thing. The tank for him, the planes for him. There's just everything that's here.
With the heat advisory in effect, spectators looked for shade anywhere they could, including underneath the wings of aircraft.
The heat's pretty bad, but you know what? It's worth it. My son's addicted to airplanes, so we came for him, and he's in heaven.
Many people brought umbrellas and stayed hydrated. It's a weekend many are grateful for after last year's air show was canceled due to the government shutdown. And for pilots like Adam Perlin, air shows are important to let the public know what they do and better their craft.
With these maneuvers you see at the air shows, a lot of the stuff is actually building blocks to real-world tactical maneuvers. So it's not, it's not so much the pilot just having fun, but they're actually the building blocks that you would use in a real-world engagement.
MCAS Miramar officials are still counting the numbers for this year's attendance. They had hoped to raise $1.1 million for services on base.